For centuries, animals have been used to assist people with their activities of daily living. The first documented use of animals in a therapeutic setting was in 1790 at the York Retreat in the United Kingdom. Doctors noticed that animals had a positive impact upon their patients' health, self-care, and overall emotional and physical well-being. Animals then became common in mental institutions of Europe and the United States. The American Red Cross used animals in the rehabilitation of veterans after World War II. After 1970, studies in human and animal bonding were being done, and organizations were formed to oversee the training of therapy animals and the administration of these therapies. Farm animals such as cows, goats, and chickens were the first used, although dogs and horses are the most commonly recognized today. Rabbits, guinea pigs, and birds are also common. In this presentation, we will elaborate on the logic and techniques behind these therapies, as well as introduce several individuals who incorporate these techniques into their daily lives. Bridget and Allison will now go over the administration of these therapies.
The application of animal-assisted therapy isn't limited to dogs, but dogs are used a lot. They can be used in hospitals, so if a patient's sitting on the bed, they'll have the dog jump up and sit on their lap or next to them, and it can help the patient to like shoulder rotation, go and to reach and to pet the dog, or to play fetch is also used a lot because the patients have to bend down and pick up things and throw objects, and more of a shoulder rotation, and other things that helps rehab. But in addition, therapy dogs can also be used for more of an emotional purpose. So if people, especially with kids, if they're nervous about being in the hospital, they bring the dogs in or the different animals in, and it helps them to feel calm, and it's a way to help soothe them.
This is Gino, a therapy dog in training. Gino's owner, Amy, has Asperger's syndrome and uses Gino as an aid in social situations and other aspects of her daily life.
Is this Amy?
Gino.
And who is Gino?
He's my dog.
And what does he do?
He helps me calm down and he knows when I'm upset.
And what's he do when you're upset?
He kisses me a lot.
Give Gino kisses.
Gino. Gino. Wait. Sit. Down. Gino, down. Gino, down. Down. Good boy.
And what is he wearing, Amy?
He's wearing a vest.
And what does the vest mean?
That he's like, well, right now he's in training, but like he is a lot calmer when he's wearing the vest.
And what does he do?
He helps me, he reminds me to use good social skills, and it, I guess, gives me a conversation topic sometimes. Like if I have, we take him to the gas station sometimes, and he helps remind me to use good social skills.
Tell me about what the vest means.
It means that he is in he's on duty, and it's so he knows that it comes naturally pretty much for dogs that if they're wearing a vest, that they know that it's their job to help the person who they're with. At least that's what we've seen with Gino. That came naturally to him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People, if they see Gino wearing a vest, they know that it's important that they don't touch him unless they ask, because some people they don't want other people to touch their service dog at all, but some people, as long as the dog's not doing any task or anything, okay if you ask and the person says it's okay. And that's why it says, please ask to pet me. And people who own like the business or the place that we bring him, they know that he's a service dog, so by law they have to allow him.
We're gonna get right in his face. So aside from the mental and emotional aspects of animal-assisted therapy, there are also the physical. Physical aspects are just as important because they help a person get back to their full capacity of mobility. For instance, by taking an apple to feed a horse, a client has to lift up their arm up to the horse's mouth and hold it there. So that is a way that animal-assisted therapy can be physical. Another way is by petting the horse.
The benefits of animal-assisted therapy are often masked during its administration. Tasks such as grooming a horse often look as though they are only beneficial to the animal. However, they help a person in several emotional and physical capacities. What began as a means to rehabilitate manual occupations such as farming has become one of the most popular alternative therapies in our community today. There are now several institutions providing educational opportunities and certificates in animal-assisted therapy. There are concerns, however, in the medical community regarding the risks of AAT. These risks include the allergens associated with the animals, as well as the unpredictability of their behavior. Many of these can be limited through proper education and administration techniques. The wide range of benefits shown, as well as the diversity of the applicable settings, show that animal-assisted therapy will continue to be used for years to come in schools, hospitals, homes, and skilled nursing facilities. The variation of personalities of the individuals and animals involved make the standardization of animal-assisted therapy techniques difficult. However, the necessary individualization may also contribute to making the therapies more personally meaningful for everyone involved. In order to gain insight into this emerging trend, we interviewed several students and faculty members at St. Louis University to see if they saw benefits in the use of animals in a therapeutic capacity.
Going around asking people questions about animal-assisted therapy today, and I was just wondering, do you know anything about it?
Animal-assisted therapy?
Yes.
Like, dogs go to physical therapy?
No.
You put them on a treadmill? I don't know.
It's basically like people use it for relaxing conditions, chronic conditions, like play with the dog animal, help them learn with self-care, and deal with their pain, and basically just bring up their spirits. Oh, it sounds actually really Professor Gaho, so as a practicing occupational therapist and a professor, do you think that animal-assisted therapy is beneficial to clients?
Well, beneficial is a very challenging term. I've had a lot of clients who, had work with, had people therapy, children who've had assistance from dogs, cats, horses, children with autism. I always say that if you think it works, if you think it's meaningful for you, if you think that it's something that you're interested in, I always say it's worth trying.
So you think it can improve wellness?
I think it can. Especially for those who are just really interested in pets, and especially for those who find interaction with pets meaningful as an occupation. So why not?
Do you think that would help, or do you think it would be kind of?
I think it would help. I mean, I think about the animals coming to tie us when we're all stressed about exams. Like petting a dog, so.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for help.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, absolutely. I had a puppy when I was a traveling therapist, and she wasn't capable of staying home, and so I brought her to the clinic where I was working, and all of the patients practiced their standing balance while teaching her how to fetch, and so she learned to fetch in a nursing home, and they would throw things, which is really challenging to their balance, and she would bring them back, and then they'd have to lean forward and pick up whatever they were doing, and they had her to play with, and it wasn't like exercise or therapy, it was just they were playing with the dog, so they got what they needed done.
That's so cool. Thank you.
I was just wondering, what do you think about animal-assisted therapy?
I think it sounds like a good idea. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I think animal-assisted therapy is a really great thing. I know I'm really stressed during finals, and I go to the library a lot, and when they have the dogs there, it's just, I feel like my wellness gets so much better because it helps de-stress my life when I'm worried about school. It's something else that really calms me down.
Okay, so we were just going around and getting opinions about whether you think animal-assisted therapy is beneficial to wellness, or do you think it helps or not?
I think animal-assisted therapy is extremely beneficial to wellness. I also do work in prison, and they use animal therapy there, and working with inmates, they take care of like abused and stray dogs. So not only do the dogs benefit from it, but the inmates, this sort of gentle, caring, responsible side comes out. So that's one particular group of people. I think if we're talking about people who are challenged in some way, like people who are physical therapists or occupational therapists would work with, I think absolutely. I mean, people automatically are gravitated towards a dog that's can be nice to them, or horses, or cats. I mean, well, cats are a little fickle. But I think absolutely, because people, it's like earlier today I was talking about the power of music. It's the same thing. People have an emotional response to pets. And so I think that it's entirely beneficial and very worthwhile to pursue it and include in any program of therapy.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what are your opinions on animal-assisted therapy?
I don't even really see how it could be that beneficial, like as opposed to other therapies. There's so many other health concerns like allergies and what the dog or the cat bites or gets temperamental. I just don't really see how it can actually be valid with the little research and all the different things that go
But
wrong.
actually, we have some research that says it's relaxing and helps to reduce pain and bring up your wellness as a general whole. So what do you think about that? Where's your proof? In 2012, Reed and Urbanski both found that animal-assisted therapy can help to bring out positive behaviors, help with self-care, and reduce pain in patients with chronic conditions.
Animal-assisted therapy can help patients and clients in many different ways. Most importantly, mental, emotional, and physical. It has been proven to help people relax and to lift up people's spirits. Specifically, in one nursing study, nursing students were given puppies to play with right before an exam. And it showed that it helped them relax and feel better about their exam. In some nursing homes, cats roam the halls to cuddle with their residents. It helps to make them happier. It is in these ways and more that animal-assisted therapy is essential to patients' lives.